I want to talk about boundaries. I just today had to go open up a storage space for someone, and it's the storage space belongs to friends of ours, and they had some heavy equipment in there, and the person that I had to open it for was had bought the equipment, and they were coming to pick it up. And it's heavy. It was very heavy stuff. I was involved in moving it into the storage space, so I know firsthand that it's heavy. And I didn't have any warning prior to this morning that this person was coming. And so this person gets there, and I'm thinking to myself before they get there, okay, I hope this person has help because I'm not prepared to help this person. I'm a little sore, and also just I really don't feel like moving this heavy stuff that isn't mine, especially with no warning. And in the past, it would have been really hard for me to say no. In fact, I wouldn't have said no. So this person gets there, and they're by themselves. And I felt really inappropriate. But I said, are you alone? Like, this stuff is really heavy. You're going to need help. I'm not prepared to do this today. And, he said, that's okay. It's fine. I'll figure it out. And I could feel myself being torn between staying and helping him and leaving. And in the past, I would have never left. I would have thought it to be really impolite. And after just letting myself sit with it, I decided to leave. I said, okay, I'm going to go back to the office. Text me when you're done, and I'll come and lock this up. So there were a number of things at play. One was that the people to whom the storage space belongs hadn't called me directly to ask me to help move the stuff out of there. And there had been no warning. Just, it was the same day, somebody's coming, we need you to go and open up the space. And so my welfare was not important to them. I don't know if they expected or thought I would help, but they probably didn't care either way or think about it. So it was down to me to think about my welfare. I felt bad for the person coming in who was by himself, who needed to move all this stuff on his own. But he also should have known that the stuff was heavy. He knew what he was buying. And so I was surprised that he came by himself. As it turned out, he was fine. It took him a couple hours. He texted me later, said he was all set. I went and locked it up. And in the meantime, I got to spend those hours working and doing productive things. When in the past, I would have, out of obligation, felt like I needed to stay and help him and take time out of my day and put my own health at risk. And I'm glad that I didn't feel the need to do that today. In the past, I would have thought I needed to do that to be a good person. And I realized today that to be a good person, I needed to not do that, because I needed to be a good person for myself more than I needed to be a good person for anybody else. I'm proud of myself for doing that. And it clicked as I was driving away. As I was driving away, I felt good. I didn't feel shame. I felt conflicted in the moment, but I'm glad that I've developed a protocol to be still and patient when I feel conflicted and let my thoughts and feelings sort themselves out and let my intuition tell me what to do. My intuition told me to say, hey, I gotta go back to the office. Let me know when you're done. And he said, fine. He wasn't upset, or maybe he was upset, but he wasn't visibly upset that I wasn't helping him. I don't know if he expected me to help him, but he didn't try to get me to stay. He didn't complain. And as it turned out, he got everything done. So everything worked out. So I'm glad that I felt protective of my health, my time, and stood up for myself.